coverage with voice, with data, and with actually with high-speed data as well, from end to end in all 21 stations. Today, we can say that we have now achieved what we have promised early on in the year, that with our 4G network, we are out in more than 60% of the whole country of Poland, and that means that we cover today more than 80% of the population. It doesn't sound so impressive maybe, but remember 60% of the area is 4 times more than any of our competitors are covering with HSPA plus technology. 80% of the population means that we by and large are covering all major cities, smaller cities, even bigger villages, and you have a possibility to use your smartphone or your high-speed modem. As a consequence, you can also see that the data traffic is increasing. That was the idea, and that has been proven to be true. That in the last 5 months, the data traffic on smartphones in our network has increased by more than 100%. So it has more than doubled in the past 5 months since we really launched the HSPA Plus 900 chip. So that's for the consumer, very good. For us, very good as well. That's why we are market leader in mobile broadband, and I believe, without knowing it, probably also in sales in this market. On top of that, we have decided to launch dual carrier, and it has happened already in all of Warsaw. That means that theoretically, like everybody else, we are now able to deliver 42 megabit to the consumer, assuming you have a base station on your own and you have the right modem. Very few people have their own base station, very few people have the right modem. But it's always so that the network is coming first and then the modems are coming afterwards. So we will expect that a high number of modems in the future will be HSPA Plus dual carrier capable. And our offer, which is today limited to 2 and 4 megabit, we can then consider if we want to increase the speed. What is a fact, however, is even if you have limited 4 megabit offer, then with a dual carrier technology, the likelihood of achieving the 4 megabit is much higher. So we have a service improvement, and we believe that the consumer is more happy with an offer where the likelihood of the guaranteed 2 or 4 megabit is much higher. That is the best offer for the consumer. And that is the strategy of play, not to say in this town we have so much, in this town we have so much. Our offer is 2 and 4, and we have prepared the network for much more. And finally, together with our partner Huawei, we are looking into the future, and we're actually looking into the future right here. So this is an area where we have decided to build LTE coverage on 2.6 gigahertz, and we can show it today because beginning of this week we got the final permission from UKE to use the frequencies for test purposes. So this week we were officially allowed to show it. And the reason why we have chosen this area is because it's a typical urban area with industrial buildings, with residential buildings, and what we are testing by driving around is what is the indoor coverage, what is the outdoor coverage of the new technology on 2.6 gigahertz. And I believe that our partners from Huawei would like to demonstrate what the results are now that we are standing stationary here outside. But as I said, the real purpose of the test is for us to learn what is the so-called radio propagation. How does the LTE technology work when you go into the cellar, up on the roof, in different live situations.